just like that, once again, it's on. And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy, Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty show where we give you what's next, but we give it to you right now, okay? You know, we've been doing this thing for a minute now. For over 15 years, we will bring you the raw, unadulterated, uncut things going on in our community, whether it's entrepreneurs, whether it's rappers, singers, dancers, doctors, preachers. If they're doing it in the urban community, we have been giving it to you for 15 plus years. And I want to say what's up to WRFG 89.3 FM, our radio home. I also want to say what's up to beatbreakradio.fm.com. We can also hear replays of the Ridin Durty show, and also Spreaker, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube, everyone that streams the Ridin Durty show. I gotta say thank you and one time for you guys. All right, the Ridin Durty show, as always, is brought to you by the good people over at Dr. Juice Cleanse. Now, Dr. Juice Cleanse is, I tell you all the time, Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser. I call it Dr. Juice Cleanse, aka all change for your body. And the reason I call it that, because Dr. Juice Cleanse does amazing things for your body, like slow down the aging process, like help provide stress relief, like remove toxins and mucus from your body, like providing healthy pH balance, like, you know, Dr. Juice Cleanse does so many great things for you. I could spend this entire 30-minute show letting you know what it does. But if I done that, then it would be no need, absolutely no need for me to send you to www.drjuicecleanse.com. So what I want you to do is rush over to the website, find out about the product, and then become a customer and a client. Also, one time for our sponsor, overflowcafe.com. Overflowcafe.com is a traffic generating website. And what I mean by that is they can generate traffic for you to help you move your product, to help you move your sounds, to help you move whatever you got going on. If you are an artist and you want more people to listen to your music, overflowcafe.com can do that. If you are an entrepreneur, you have a product you're trying to sell, overflowcafe.com can do that. If you are a vlogger, a film producer, you're doing short films, comedy skits, if you're doing anything like that and you want more people to see it, view it, overflowcafe.com can do that. And not only can they direct traffic to your website, to your social media site, but they can break it down by your area. If you're in a small area and you only want to ship to that area, or if you're in an area and you're doing a show in the area and you only want to reach out and touch the people in that community, overflowcafe.com can pinpoint it to that area and make it work for you. So cut down on years and years of peck, click, and trying to generate traffic to your site on your own, and go to overflowcafe.com and let them do the work for you. So it's just that plain, just that simple. Please visit overflowcafe.com and drjuicecleanse.com, our wonderful sponsors, and start utilizing their products today and get to healthier living and get to better traffic for what you're doing. All right, today is April the 30th, the last day of April, Monday, April the 30th, and I gotta say happy birthday to rapper Travis Scott. He turns 26 years old today. I also want to say happy birthday to former NBA legend and one-time Detroit Piston, the real Isaiah Thomas. He turns 57 years old today. I also gotta say happy birthday to me, the best lyricist out of G Unit, my man Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks turns 36 years old today. And for some reason, I thought Lloyd Banks was a little bit older than that. But hey, it works for me if it works for him. So happy birthday to Lloyd Banks. He turns 36 years old. And speaking of G Unit and Lloyd Banks, I got to say, man, one time for 50 Cent, it's not a birthday shout out, but I just came across his new show called The Oath. And I got to say, man, it's pretty daggone dope. And man, my man 50 Cent is definitely keeping it moving. Also got to say on my Facebook friends, happy birthday to my girl Triple T. She's a rapper, producer, host at the ATL. So if you know any of these people, definitely wish them happy birthday on behalf of Ridin Durty. And if you follow them or you're fans of them, please listen to their music, because I'm sure it will make them happy for their birthday. All right, hip-hop news. I got to say one time for my man J. Cole. He just landed his 5th #1 album. I told y'all last night he went #1, but his 5th #1 album, all 5 releases, have reached #1 on the Billboard chart. His latest release, which came out last week, KOD, did hit #1. So one time my man J. Cole, when they said the South got something to say, they meant it. A lot of people don't know, but J. Cole is a Southern boy from North Kakalaka. So one time for my man J. Cole, #5 album, #5 #1. Man, it seems like R. Kelly is wanting to know why are y'all canceling his shows? But R. Kelly has become victim of the Me Too movement, and people are boycotting like hell, and it's causing shows to be canceled. Ain't nobody trying to... Kels. Man, you might need to come out with a gospel album or something, because as long as people coming out saying you got sex slaves and you giving them STDs, all this is alleged. But people gonna stop coming to your shows, man, because we're in the middle of the Me Too movement, and these women are fighting back. So, R. Kelly, you might get a few more canceled shows. And speaking of fighting back, it seems like the Migos are never hesitant when it comes to getting in a scrap. Over the past weekend, they got into a little scuffle with hotel security over parking. Really? Over parking? Migos, really? Over parking. Y'all trying to get somebody paid fighting with them. That's what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get somebody paid because somebody's going to sue the holy hell out of y'all for fighting or doing monkey shit. But, hey man, the Migos are never ever scared to fight, and seems like they done it over the weekend, fighting about parking. And last but not least, one time for my man, the boss, Rick Ross. He just had a successful concert over in Kenya, and he has been giving the new Kenyan name Taraji. So, one time for Rick Ross, he says Kenya is now his second home, but I thought Fayetteville, Georgia was, but okay, it works for him, it works for me. So, one time for Rick Ross, a.k.a. Ricky Rose, a.k.a. Rose, a.k.a. Taraji. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've had a little hip-hop news. We've had some word from our sponsors. Told y'all about birthdays, and now I'm going to give y'all our guest. But before I give y'all our guest, I'm going to drop a joint by him, all right? When I come back after this joint, we're going to have my man 4thEye on the line. Let's get it.
I might bang on the low, used to hang by the stove, but bang, you really know I had to get it on my own. Who the fuck gonna help me? 21 and healthy, I'm on my way to getting wealthy, stealthy. Like I don't need no one to help me. Father go harder than any other author. Just a poor with a passion, killing these beats, nigga, I'm an assassin. Kush blunts when I'm mashing, back and forth, I'm blasted. Double HP making mad hits, everyone gasses. We taking over the masses, wanted some heat for the street. Should've just asked us, I'ma put the beat 6 feet deep in the casket. Come off the bench and get baskets. Little G getting my stats of little league niggas can't match us. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove.
Escape from probation, so gas out the station. Romance to hide us in the nation. Sleep on us, you playing yourself. Masturbation, deliver degrees, that don't mean graduation. It's a new year, so I gotta try different. Getting new money, these niggas act different. Been known as still bitches because I act different. And these niggas close, so I gotta rap different. When I get to spitting, the flow is acidic. I keep it 100, most niggas acrylic. My pockets on fat and your pockets on lipid. I'm smoking on diesel, the street name is Ridin. Niggas be sleeping, I gotta stay up late, no bodybuilder. But you know I put away, they say I'm grow bacon and I'm doing dirt. Let's slide on these niggas causing earthquakes. I'm sick.
Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. I might bang on the low, used to hang by the stove, but bang, you really know I had to get it on my own. Who the fuck gonna help me? 21 and healthy, I'm on my way to getting wealthy, stealthy. Like I don't need no one to help me. Father go harder than any other author. Just a poor with a passion, killing these beats, nigga, I'm an assassin. Kush blunts when I'm mashing, back and forth, I'm blasted. Double HP making mad hits, everyone gasses. We taking over the masses, wanted some heat for the street. Should've just asked us, I'ma put the beat 6 feet deep in the casket. Come off the bench and get baskets. Little G getting my stats of little league niggas can't match us. Hang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Hang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Hang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Hang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove.
Escape from probation, so gas out the station. Romance the highest in the nation. Sleep on us, you playing yourself. Masturbation, deliver degrees, that don't mean graduation. It's a new year, so I gotta try different. Getting new money, these niggas act different. Been known to still bitches because I'm act different. And these niggas close, so I gotta rap different. When I get to spitting, the flow is acidic. I keep it 100, most niggas acrylic. My pockets on fat and your pockets on lip. And I'm smoking on diesel, the street name is Ridin. Niggas be sleeping, I gotta stay up late. No bodybuilder, but you know I put away. They say I'm grow bacon and I'm doing dirt. Let's slide on these niggas causing earthquakes. So sick.
Hang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Hang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove.
CognacVizion Productions presents PhourthEye. Let's get it. I came in the game with a scary flow. That was your way, boy, that's one of the stereo. Say they don't know me by face, Ray Mysterio. But they be singing along when they play me though. Like Kelly Clarkson and Westbrook, I break away. Can that be changed by the words of these peasants say? What? These niggas be hating for hating sake. One who could judge me is sitting by heaven's gate. I do not make mistakes, boy, I create a new answer. I can't make it rain on your dick, call me gangster. I'm killing these balls and destroying these cells. So when I get to spitting, they calling me cancer. Niggas would call me a sheep as a kid, cause they thought I was harmless. They see what I did, but really I been the when she flows. So now when they step to me eating, they clothes, gas. This nigga's a genius, a delicate syllable, slow as the meanest. A bait about money, whose mind is the greatest. The power of console delivery is cleanest. Dang, I ain't wanna do it to him, but I be spitting like I gotta prove it to him. I ain't one to be walking on the body of king because greatness I down throne. We can rock for your dough and get one nickel back. If you talk about the trust, then I reach in my sack with this piece. I'm kinda like a chiropractor, cause it's pop to your head, take the pain off your back. And your bitch getting popped, she not giving top in the plug. If he slipping when I'm trying to cop, I realize I don't have to try. These niggas will bump anything that I drop. If pumping smoke purpose the way this year, the me showing up for they playing fair. I don't make freshman class for 2019 in the studio. I don't give a fuck what you hear. So by 2019 I'll be running the game, or underground killing and tarnishing name. The way is your choice, either easy or hard. I'ma make it regardless, I'm destined for fame. I'm boosting it up when I bullshit. Got them worried that I'm back on my bullshit. Ready to make it to the pulpit, so they can say this will before I lose it. CognacVizion be the team. If you sleeping on us, it better be a dream. If you talking to me, it better be about you for 48 minutes. Cry me what it say. Damn. Myself in days, probably weeks. It's discreet, but you can't tell this smile is covering my cheek. Yeah, I speak, but my interest as of late has not been peaked. If I vanish, it won't be because I'm playing hide and seek. It's unique, it's not depression, but I lost all my ambition. My decisions as of late have been riddled with indecision. Lost a deadly sin, I pray he grants me a remission. I won't do shit, but I'm mad cause I can clearly see the vision. Trust the process, through the steps, but I will not take effect. If you ask me if I needed help, I probably reject. I can't explain cause the result is not what you usually expect. Cause I'm constantly fucking up, but somehow showing no regret. That maybe I need a break, I am losing my mind. But I am content with life, so whatever happens, I'll be fine. They say that everything in life ain't exactly what it seems. You think I'm speaking about my life, but this is how I live my dreams. Yeah. So
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the music you just heard by my man. We got him on the line live right now. My guy, PhourthEye, what's going on with you?
What's going on with you, my dude? Can you hear me?
Man, I hear you very loud and clear. What's popping?
Perfect. Not much, man. Just glad to be on, man. I'm glad we got connected.
All right, so look, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this thing. First of all, the name PhourthEye. I think that's a very dope name. Hip-hop is short on very dope names. Where did the name PhourthEye come from? And also tell the people where you're from.
All right, well, once again, it's your boy, PhourthEye, from the DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, repping PG County, Maryland all day. The name PhourthEye is actually a really funny name. The name PhourthEye came from the fact, one, that I wear glasses, and two, because on Urban Dictionary, when you look up PhourthEye, it's the asshole, and I'm an asshole, bro, so I just thought that was funny.
Okay, that's definitely what's up. I did not know the PhourthEye was an asshole. I did not know that.
Yep. Hey, look, now you know something.
Oh, so look, what
Learn
made...
something new every day.
You know that's right. So look, why do you consider yourself an asshole?
It's just my demeanor. Like, I'm one of those people, I don't really let too much get to me. I'm sarcastic 98% of the time, and like, except for the 2%, not like with anybody, just like, I'm one of those people, I don't really deal with nobody shit or let it get to me. And that's just, my personality. But I feel like that also encompasses, like, the persona I have in music also.
Okay. So at what point did you start to get into the music business? And why?
Honestly, man, I've been rapping since I was probably 7 years old. It's always been a dream of mine to make music and be a rapper. There were so many different variables that I tried to get past to make the music, and it took me until now to really be able to do it. But now, since I've started, things have been like on go since the start of everything. So I'm just, doing what I can to blow before my momentum dies down.
All right. So what's the most challenging part being an independent artist? I ask that question a lot, but for you, what's the most challenging part being an independent artist?
The most challenging part for me is pushing myself. I'm one of those people that I have like a musical collective, but that's what pushes me. Seeing people around me putting in work is what makes me work harder. But if I'm like just by myself, it's hard for me to see the growth because like I'm just looking at myself do stuff. So it's like you never notice when you get taller unless you haven't measured yourself in a while, or if you're comparing yourself to somebody else. So the hardest part for me is honestly motivating myself to do something different or better without the help of others.
All right, I definitely can dig that. When speaking of a collective, like who are some of the people? I know you're in a group, you're one half of a group called CognacVizion, but tell me a little bit about your collective.
So CognacVizion is a hip-hop group made of me and myself, Cognac Nigo. We call ourselves CognacVizion. He is also from Maryland. He's my cousin, like my blood cousin. His mom is my dad's sister. Like, that's my homeboy, known him my whole life. Like, that's what I really started rapping with. We talked about being a rap group for a while. Never, like, really made it happen until this summer or last summer when we dropped our first mixtape. And we got great reviews from it, so we were like, hell yeah.
Explain that name, CognacVizion. That's a dope name, too.
CognacVizion, so basically, PhourthEye, I'm the one with the vision. And then Cognac Nigo is the one with the cognac. He's the lit one, so it's just for CognacVizion.
All right. I definitely can dig that. Who are some of your influences when it comes to music? Because in listening to your music, we just played 3 songs. I'm going to bring one back. Your sound is kind of dark but different. Who are some of the influences?
Oh, you talking about the one that just played Gone? That one a bit darker and different. Some of my influence musically, though, would have to be, honestly, any of the greats that you can name. Eminem, Pac, Biggie, Big L, Cannabis, Big Pun, like any and all lyricists. Kendrick, Joey Badass, Isaiah Rashad, Earl Sweatshirt. Like, I'm a lyricist with her. I may be, like, on some dumb stuff sometimes or, like, fooling around, but, like, lyrics are all that I care about when it comes down to a song. Not all that I care about, but, like, that's what I base my art on. So any type of lyricist to look up to, that's what I look up to. An unorthodox one that actually pushes me, I don't know if you've heard of her, Rico Nasty.
Oh, of course.
She and I actually went to Charles Herbert Flowers together for 2 years. My 9th and 10th grade year was her 10th and 11th grade year. I left 11th grade year. She graduated her 12th grade year. So we went to school together for 2 years. So I remember when, like, she wasn't even, like, when she was literally just part of a rap group. And I remember the rap group because I was, like, in math with one of the people that was in there. Like, I knew all of them. It was the dopest thing. And I thought they were, like, the coolest kids in the school. But she was the only one that, like, was able to keep it going. And to see her make it from where I was and, like, see what she's doing, like, that's literally the biggest motivation I could ever have, you know?
All right, how, being from the DMV, and I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of artists, especially who relocated to Atlanta from the DMV. How hard is it getting recognized for your talent in the DMV?
I would say extremely difficult, not because people don't recognize talent, but because I feel like the DMV is literally like a hub of music and hip-hop culture, period. Like, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, like, there's so many...
All right, my man, PhourthEye somehow dropped. So we're going to drop this going back and get him back on the line. All right, got my man PhourthEye back on the line. I dropped you somehow, my guy. What happened? All right, we're having some major technical difficulties with my man PhourthEye.
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I got you. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, my bad, man. I thought you might have hung up on me. I'm not sure what happened.
No, I would never do that. I'm not the asshole. You said you're the asshole. I thought you hung up on me.
Nah. What was the last thing we were talking about? How hard it is to make it in the DMV? Did I give you a good answer, or did we cut off before that?
We cut off. We was talking about the DMV because I know a lot of times a lot of people from areas feel like their area don't support well. Is the DMV like that? And you was talking about, DMV is kind of a music hub. Y'all got a lot of things going on. So, how do you feel like the support for the DMV from the DMV is?
The DMV is very cliquish, bro. So, like, if you don't fit into a certain sound or a certain style or a certain crew, then you're not being supported, Like, there's so many different sounds that we have that either make music that everybody messes with or, like, a select group of people mess with. But the problem is that if that only that select group of people is messing with it, then you got to work even harder to get your sound out there, All
right. How have you combated those challenges?
How about what?
How have you combated those challenges?
Honestly, all I want to do is I reach out literally to anybody. Sometimes I don't even particularly care for what type of music that people make, but I like what they're doing with the music. So I'm willing to give that a chance. I just want to create art, man. That's all. At the end of the day, when I die, I want to be able to say that I have music out there that people have listened to and has touched them and, done something for them. So.
All right. We spoke a little bit about lyrics. How important is lyrics to you and actually what's going on in hip-hop today? Do you feel like a lot of cats even care about lyrics anymore?
Very few cats lyrics anymore. And it's so easy to tell because, like, even the lyricists have stopped caring about lyrics. Like, I heard New Freezer by Kendrick and Rich the Kid. And, like, you can tell that Kendrick's not even trying on that song. Not because he doesn't have something dope he could have spit. It's because it's a song with Rich the Kid. And why even bother? So like it's clear that like today music isn't just about the lyrics anymore. Now you can make a good song where you're literally saying panda the whole song, but if it's lit and the beat cranks, then that's the #1 track for the next 4 months.
Yeah, no doubt. I definitely. Do you feel like that in itself is hurting our youth?
Absolutely. I feel like everybody rapper. I feel like everybody's a rapper, and none of these people are rappers. Like we'd be pretty pissed off with the NBA if we kept drafting all these new players every year, and every year not one of them could play basketball, or they out here dribbling the ball with their feet trying to play soccer. Like at some point, we stopped drafting new people to the NBA because nobody's like bringing anything new. But that's profit, man.
All right, you know what? I agree with that because it seems like, and I'm an old head, and I hate to sound like an old cat because I'm not gonna act like everything came out during my generation was super lyrical, but it does seem like today you can damn near fart on a track and it go platinum.
Honestly, if you threw some auto-tune on a fart, in 3 weeks it'll be at the top of the billboards.
You know what? I cannot argue that point. I cannot argue that point at all. I always I can't argue that. So look, I like to ask a lot of questions that are off the cuff as well, and then we're going to get back into your music. I gotta ask, PhourthEye, what has been the best $10 you've ever spent in your life?
The best $10 I've ever spent in my life? Probably any time I've gone to Five Guys. Because that's about how much you're spending every time you go to Five Guys if you want a burger and some fries. So anytime I've been to Five Guys and spent $10, that's been the best $10 I've ever spent.
All right. If you could be the president of hip-hop, what would be your first order?
My first order?
What would be the first thing
I make people rap to stay in
90 seconds.
Like, you gotta rap for spots. I'm not saying we gotta rank everybody, but you gotta at least be able to prove that you belong here still.
All right, last question. If you could take one rapper and shove him out the game and put PhourthEye in, who would it be?
If I could take one rapper, take them out, and put myself in, wow, I hate so many rappers. It's so
60 seconds.
All right, let's see. If I could take somebody out and put myself in, I'd probably take out somebody like Tyga. I think Tyga's whack.
Okay, I could definitely
just like I don't feel like he's one of those people that's like even bringing their own sound. He's just whack to me. So yeah, I'll probably pick him.
All right. So what's going on right now with PhourthEye? We just played 3 records. We're going to end with one of the records of your choice. But today, what's going on in the world of PhourthEye and what can we expect?
All right. I'm glad you did that. Actually, I was working on a love mixtape. Loves of Mine Lost. It was going to be between like 8 and 10 track mixtape, and I was going to drop it on Valentine's Day. Once that passed, I was like, all right, well then I'll put together a larger project, drop it at the end of March. Then I decided I met up with my current engineer.
10 seconds.
A whole album for me. So then I was like, well, how about instead I release the mixtape as singles until I release all of them and do the whole tape, and then I'll drop my first actual album. So be on the lookout for H1N1, Hated One, Needed One by PhourthEye.
All right. That's what's up. So look, I've played these 3 records by you. The name of the records I played was Gone, Bells, and I can't think the name of the other one. It said Father.
You can't pronounce it, or?
It said Father.
Oh, it's probably I think it's called Bang by Father Nature. That might be the one.
That's it.
Me and one of my buddies did together.
All right, Bang. So, well, look, let's end the show with one of those 3 records. Which do you choose?
One of those 3, let's go with Bang.
All right.
I really like Bang, and Father Nature, that's my homeboy. We came together for that song and threw out some fire, so definitely that one.
All right, so look, tell me the concept behind that record.
Bang, honestly, was just something we kind of kicked out in a short notice. Like, he's from Oregon. I'm currently living in Florida, so he sent me the beat, and he was like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about for this track. What can you do to this? I was like, all right, I could do something. I called him up one day. I was like, hey, what do you think of this? I rapped it for him. He liked it. We put the track together.
All right. That's definitely what's up. Introduce it to the world, please.
Once again, this is Bang by Father Nature and PhourthEye. And if you want to find any of my other music, you can find me on SoundCloud at PhourthEye, Reverb Nation at PhourthEye, and Instagram and Twitter at RealPhourthEye. That's PhourthUye. Once again, this is Bang by PhourthEye, and thank you, man, for having me on Ridin Durty.
Appreciate it, my G.
No problem, buddy. Have a good one, all right?
All right.
That product of nature.
I might bang on the low, used to hang by the stove, but bang, you really know I had to get it on my own. Who the fuck gonna help me? 21 and healthy. I'm on my way to getting wealthy, stealthy. Like I don't need no one to help me. Father, go harder than any other author. Just a poor with a passion, killing these beats, nigga, I'm an assassin. Kush blunts when I'm mashing, back and forth, work I'm blasted. Double HP making mad hits, everyone gasses. We taking over the masses, wanted some heat for the streets. Should've just asked us, I'ma put the beat 6 feet deep in the casket. Come off the bench and get baskets. Little G getting my stats, if little league niggas can't match us. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove.
Escape from probation, so gas out the station. Romance to hide us in the nation. Sleep on us, you playing yourself. Masturbation, deliver degrees that on me. It's a new year, so I gotta try different. Getting new money, these niggas act different. Been known as still bitches because I'm act different. And these niggas close, so I gotta ride different. When I get to spit in the flow is acidic, I keep it 100. Most niggas acrylic, my pockets on fat and your pockets on lipid. I'm smoking on diesel, the street name is Ridin. Niggas be sleeping, I gotta stay up late, no bodybuilder. But you know I put away, they say I'm grown bacon and I'm doing dirt. Let's slide on these niggas, causing earthquakes, I'm sick.
Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove. Bang on the low, used to hang by the stove. Hang by the stove.
That's my man 4-5. Ridin Durty Show. And we out this piece. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow.
Thank you for using Blogtalk Radio. Goodbye.